Okay, folks. So we've gone live. My camera's just off at the minute while I finish creating smoke. So we'll wait until we get a few pop in, and then we'll discuss the issue that we have with this now. Bada bing, bada bang. Normski, yo buddy. I'll be with you in a second. I'm just finishing off my smokeroonie. Watermelons. Good afternoon. So the 1S that you're seeing currently on the mat. Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. Not too bad. How's you? So this one that you're seeing up mat, I picked up the other day with broken ports. Replaced both ports. The hard drive in it was kaput, so I've put an hard drive in it and I've installed OSU one onto this one. This one is gonna be a temporary test console. We've still got a slight issue with the Xbox One S from Wayne that I repaired on last stream. Little bit of cold, but all good. Yeah, I've got cold as well, mate. I shall be with you in 5 minutes. I'll go ahead and turn this one on. And we'll let it run. I'll see if I can dip out of that camera while that boots in. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So this one's up and running, but I don't have a full housing for it. Yep. Because don't we just love it when people pry off the back panel? And turn it into a mess. Alright. Let's just put that out. Hello! So what I want to do on this is I want to move that out of the way and I want to test voltage. And the reason for this is I've tried installing OSU 1 onto the console that came from Wayne. So we get 0 volts on that pin and we get 11.81 on that pin. I'm just going to leave that for 5 minutes. I want to see if that drops to 5 volts. So we'll leave that. We're getting a error up on Wayne's, and if I can pull up the error code. That we get. We get E100 50703 8091 3 zeros and then 8. B King, yo. Is this John Virgo? It's not John Virgo, but I bet I can put her to sleep like John Virgo would. So that's the error that we get up on Wayne's board. Now not necessarily but there'll be quite a few that put it straight down to being the wrong disk drive installed. Yo, RB, how we doing, mate? But what I noticed on the disk drive on Wayne's is we start off at 12 volts on. If I zoom in, is that gonna knock that off? Let me switch to the go camera. You're kicking about there somewhere. So we're getting 12 volts on this pin just here. Now on the board and disk drive from Wayne, we start off with 12 volts on this drive and then we drop to 5. Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. I've got a bit of cold, but other than that, I'm not overly bad. I'm on call, so if my phone goes, I'll have to end the stream. Unfortunately, but we're not shut down on that yet. We've not changed to 5 volts. We are still running at 12. So let me put that on there. Kill power. Pull that out. Put that back in that box and pull Wayne's back in. Plug that into there. Plug that into there. Afternoon. Fire this up to troubleshoot screen. Can we get the ODD board out and check 5V on there? Possibly, mate. Possibly. So as you can see on that screen there, we've hit the troubleshoot menu. This fails at 62%. Do you want me to run the update, Wayne? No, in my look at an update. We have, let's just dive in for a check. We have 12V on the same pin. Let me dig. Not in there. We're seeing overhead but no screen. Yeah, I've not overhead's plugged into capture card, mate. If you look at face cam, you can see TV in background. What I wanted to do is I want it to make the noise it made before. And then drop down to 5V. Right, let's run it. Troubleshoot, offline system update. Why didn't nobody tell me that before? Let's drop that there. Let's pull the multimeter over there. That any better? Is that any better? Shall we stretch that a little bit? What happens if I press and hold? Is that any better? It's a bit backwards. Do you want me to flip it? While that's doing that, let's check voltage on that pin there. We've still got 12 volts. No, too big. No, man. Yes, flip it. I flipped it. You don't need to see it console, mate. I've only got me positive probe on the connector. Smaller. Smaller. How small? That small? %51. No, I'm just kidding. Right, we'll leave it there then. Yeah, delay's not. It's not. Is my delay because I go live through OBS though and not? I don't load YouTube Studio. So is the delay because of that? So now we've dropped to millivolts. Have you got an Ethernet cable you can plug in? Not that long, no, mate. But the disk drives now sat with 240 millivolts. So we've got no 12 volt there now. We get 12 volt if I press eject button. So 12 volts come back. So is it just that the disk drive's dropping into some kind of standby? Because it's not being used? 60%. We'll prompt for a reboot in a minute. I've tried updating it with an Ethernet plugged in though, Wayne. 62, prompt for reboot now. Zero volts on the other pin, mate. So we rebooted, we've got 12 volts. And we've failed. That's a good shout when it's at 62. Slap eject button over and over. When it's at 62, slap eject button over and over. Is it? I get, if I purposely put in a wrong disk drive board, I get the self and same error code. If I run it without a disk drive in, it's 0002 at the end instead of 0008. Yeah, E100s, it can be a lot of things, mate. But I've tested 3 different hard drives on this. And I've used an hard drive that I've tested on this to install OSU on the other one. So I'll spam the eject button at 62%. We're still showing 12 volt. So unless there's a fault on the disk drive board, if only there was something in the public domain to narrow down errors. I don't think there is, mate. I think that's why we generally have a community base. There is a few on the Game Console Repair Legion on Facebook. One in particular was a Xbox One X that threw the same error code up, I believe, but it had never been opened previously. Boo! Welcome, Coda. Codger. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, the One X, I believe, did the same, self and same, failed at 62%, never been opened. So couldn't have had the disk drive swapped. This is the One S that Wayne, the One S board that Wayne sent up, mate. It's failing at 62%. No. We are currently at 57%. What have we got on the... We've still got 12 volts on the disk drive. Will spamming the eject button work? Let's get ready to test. Just bear with me a second, mate. Think it's GCRL, Game Console Repair Legion. on Facebook. A gentleman on there, he had the same issue with an Xbox One X, never been opened. We are on 62%. Spamming the button. And failed. So spamming the button did nothing. We're still showing us 12 volts. Coder, we're currently showing us 12 volts, but if I leave this to run, it then drops to 5 volts, then drops to 3 somewhat volts, and then goes to millivolts. Does the disk drive have any kind of standby where it'll just shut itself off? See, it sounds like it's, yeah, 12 volt at the disk drive connector, mate, on that one pin just there. I said that one pin just there. You can't see that one pin just there that I'm on, can you? No. Feel free to call me a idiot. That one pin just there, mate. No, disk drive should be 12 volts always. So we've still got our 12 volts currently. Let me move that to there so the TV can block it. Yeah, tallies with those legs, Chris. It can't find power on the disk drive. It authorises firmware and loses power. Yeah, I've tried different cables, mate. I can, while we're on stream, we can go down that route of testing with, let me kill power. Let me pull that out. Pull that out. Pinch cables off this one that I've updated earlier. So just to confirm, the OSU that I downloaded did update another console, which means it can't be the software for that. So we're having different cables. I did try swapping the cables once. Now the cable I used, I suppose, could have been bad. I'll look a bit of a twat if it was, but I look like a bit of a twat anyway, constantly. So it rebooted 62% and knocked it straight back off. Let's run afresh. Jaden, welcome mate. Welcome. Send it please, Wayne. What does the log say? Which log, mate? The one from the ODD file? What HDDs have you got, Chris? I've got a 500 gig and I've also got a 1 TB. This came out of a system. Potentially one system will take one and another won't like it. Yeah, I've tested 3 different drives, mate. So did you forward the log I sent to you, Wayne? To Phil? Hey George, welcome mate. Not missed much, not really, bud. See, I thought let me load that up. Wrong one. In fact, let me load if I can find it. That there. Open original. Wait 3 years for my PC to catch up. Right, so if I try to do the offline update without the Blu-ray drive, it will give the same error. It doesn't make the error code slightly changes. It changes to 0002 and with the disk drive in, it's 0008 on the end. Also running it without the Blu-ray drive in, it hangs for a lot longer on 62% before it fails. I've had fail at 62% bad HDD. Yeah, I've tried 3 different HDDs in this system, George. I've also used the HDD in a different system and installed OSU to it. I know it can vary on different Xboxes, but hold on, yeah, the logs you have. Yes, so the log on the left, the left hand side log is with the current drive in. The log on the right is a purposely wrong disk drive board. I plugged that disk drive board in and then run the update. Received the same error and matching logs. Yes, George, I've used the 3B trick on both this one and the one that I installed OSU on earlier, mate. Very easy to do. I quite like that trick. Handy for Andrew Paul to share that with us. Very handy indeed, because I wasn't aware of the 3 beep trick. Mr. Bryden, welcome, buddy. Yeah, you see, that's what I kind of figured that, Coda, with there being no difference. Let me switch. So we're just about to hit 62% on that again. Console's rebooted. If it's the same firmware version, it will boot. You might be able to install HDD with the software on it. If it's the same version, it will boot. The firmware has changed recently. The OSU, we'll try that. The OSU that So, are you recommending trying an older version of the OSU one, mate? See, the other thing is what kind of confused me was this on the offline update screen shows a white screen background, and yet the other one that I did earlier shows a black screen background. Take HDD from working console with OSU on it. As long as it has the right firmware version, it should boot into the dashboard. Yeah, we can try that, mate. We can try that. Let me shimmy that down a little bit more. I shall grab this HDD. You will have to excuse my sniffles because I have got the cold. No, I mean, don't try and reinstall the firmware, let it boot. So this is freshly installed OSU 1. No, I probably didn't want to let it do that, did I? Andrew, welcome, mate. Restart this Xbox. No. So, how do I now get that to boot without it wanting to return to 62%? How do I clear this 62% screen now? How do I clear it? What error is it kicking up? It is kicking up. It's kicking up that error code just there, mate. When did you last update OSU 1? This morning. This morning, mate. I've just removed this hard drive out of the one that I updated after this to check, make sure that it wasn't a fault on the OSU download. Yeah. What if we try the old school method for installing OSU? You mean run the script, mate? It's been a while since I... It's been a while since I... ran the script. So we're saying format the hard drive. Have you tried the HDD from the other Xbox One S you got going? Yes, mate, I have. I've tried it. On open consoles, I disagree. It's the dartboard. So let's throw this into here. Let me load up. Let me just knock that down. Knock. Knock that down. Knock that down. And switch that to how have I not put on my desktop? Unless it's a physical fault that's happening to several people the world over in unopened consoles, the only common denominator is OSU. It's stuck on inside a release. I've no idea, mate. Again, there was a bloke bought one brand new, worked fine, he upgraded drive, got this issue. Right, how do I add my desktop? Like, assuming it's window capture. No, it ain't window capture. Can't you just tell I'm still a noob? Display capture. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. If it's not stuck on an insider problem, it's an ODD problem. Rule out the daughter board. How would you like me to rule out the daughter board? What am I gonna do? Knock that off, knock that off, knock that. So you can see that how many times I've done it. See, I'd have thought that point there meant it failed authorizing, but I could be wrong. And delete volume. Right. That's showing, there's a point, that's showing as a 465 gig hard drive and not a 500 gig hard drive. Would that make slightest bit of difference? Yeah, but OSU burn. Check for shorts, it's just dying. No, Phil, we've seen it happen. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but OSU 1 has changed the way it does its checks recently, and it's also a very common issue to have drive fail. Those logs, they can't access the ODD firmware. Right, so let's just then pull that back out of there, pull that HDD back out, kick that back over there, plug that back in there, stick that on there, there and there, that's in there, that's plugged in, TV's turned on. 3 bleep. $20 amps. My power supply is 10 amp max, mate. Lad it and get YT rich. So what do we want to try? Throw some options at me. You want me to inject voltage somewhere? Let me know and I will do. Makes no odds to me. I would highly recommend swapping the ARM chip to another daughter board and roll it out. Another option is to check for heat on that chip during the update at 62%. Upload it. Upload. Go with Obi-Wan and change the chip. We'll wait till this finishes then, and then we'll strip it down. I've never had a reason to change that chip yet. So changing that chip will be a first for me. 62% could still be the HDD, but unlikely. I've tested 3, mate. I've tested 3, including this. The HDD showed up as good on the PC. If it were 59%, I'd say HDD, but 62% is weird. DD used to be 72%. Yeah, yeah. It used to be 72, 73, didn't it, for disk drive? But it's changed. I'm not saying it might. I'm not. It could be disk drive. It might not be disk drive. It's more interesting to see what is what. If it's consoles, if you swap that chip, go with 400 degrees C. Those boards are thin as hell. I better throw some. Get ready for the failed screen. As she reboots. There she blows. Unplug them first. Shall we see if the chip's getting hot first? George, you'd have to be unlucky as hell. 3 drives. I am unlucky though, mate. I am unlucky as hell. Can't use a fucking Y bit, can I? Could it be a bad optical drive or HDD cable? I wouldn't have thought it'd be the hard drive cable. Looking at the log, it's failing to read the firmware. I may as well. Interesting. Do I even bother? I'm gonna go with its wrong drive. So what's the top bit, Phil? Educate a noob, do a video, break down the logs for me so I don't sound like a dick. We could go for a drive error on this one, maybe. This data board has been changed. So as somebody bought a data board and a replacement disk drive, sorry, had bits and pieces from a console and thrown one together and sold it on eBay. This data board's been changed before, mate. This has been worked on. So it's possible that it's either the correct data board and somebody at some point swapped it over for a working board, or it's a so this has been changed. The data board's been changed, as we can see from that. Wires melted, solders a little bit messed up, so it's not a nice neat solder joint, and there's also flux on it. Before I want also just a faulty drive motor can also cause E100. Does it take in and spin discs? It'll accept a disc, mate. It'll want to pull a disc in. I never left it to pull it in. Let me. Oh, see, I got drives mixed up and sent you a wrong one. yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's been changed. Try a chip swap anyway. Where's the point in trying to chip swap anyway? If it's been changed. If it's wrong, if it's the wrong board. Oh man. I was gonna go there, and as you can see there, that has been previously changed. Yeah, but that means let me go back to that. No, I think it's the right drive that came with it. But you had one, did you not have one, Wayne? That had the same issue? Well, it ain't mine, mate. I've not been in the disk drive yet. Did you not have one, Wayne, that had the same issue? Is it possible that this is the disk drive or the one that you were installing OSU on, and vice versa? Even the missus can do it half decent solder joint. You do realise that positive wire is short into ground, don't you? I've not really looked at it yet. But yeah, they're on the wrong way round. Are they not? Red should be this side. Black should be this side. Okay, perform an update with a known good console. Check logs and compare with this drive. Although I never opened DD, so shit solder isn't me. True story. They're marked, mate. Yep, I know. I noticed, mate. I've actually opened them before, but I never took much notice. But the black shouldn't be there. Oh. So what you're saying then is afternoon, Jess. Could it be something as simple as that? Could it be? That one should be on there. And that one should be on there. So we shall go ahead and plug that back in. Plug that back in. And plug that back in. And they're in the correct order. What did I do with the... I mean, yeah, you've pointed that it was short to ground will cut the power off. Cutting the power off will not allow communication. We'll just leave that on there. If I can find that, plug that on there. Apply power to that. Possible, but I still think you might want to swap the daughter board. I'm thinking right daughter board or just bad soldering. Troubleshoot offline system update. Let's leave it to run. I'm seriously debating sending all my other drives up. You know, just in case of noobism. or nobism. Oh, George. George coming in with the low blow. Problem I still have is that this error isn't isolated. It's a new, and a lot of people have it on open consoles. That as well, George, but drives can fail whether they've been opened or not. Yep. E100 is so generic though. Yeah. If the red wire was short into ground, it could have been pulling 12 volt down. Yeah. Well, if I've said it, if I said I've seen it 50 times over the 12 months, I wouldn't be exaggerating. No, I agree on that one. It's nice to see that we've got chat very engaged today. Could be the new 72%. I reckon the time it fails changes on each update to OSU 1. I could verify it. Verify what, mate? I can play with my own console and do some tests. But then Phil on open console wouldn't have mismatched drives, and that means all of a sudden there's a plague killing drive. Coincidence. I agree it seems odd, but it could just genuinely be that the drives are failing. At end of the day, mechanical or electronic or not, chips can fail, but to have a flood of consoles with the same issue is a bit thing. Now on there, as you can see, the black wire goes to the outside, indicated by the B. The red goes to the inside, indicated by the R. So those wires was the wrong way round. I think OSU is killing Southbridge. Yo, Gibbo. Chris, did you check the drive is working, accepting discs? It did want to take a disc, mate. I've put them somewhere. If it fails, we shall run one in. There's not really too many consoles. There's not really too many. There's 41 million consoles in check logs on each session. I kind of think it was before it was throwing up the same log. It could be, funnily enough, that somebody's attempted a disk board swap on it and got it the wrong way around. 10k consoles failing with this specific issue would be 2% of. Oh, it's not often I see good chat. 62%, powering down. Will it fail? Yeah, it fails. So it takes a disk. It's doesn't sound like it's spun that disk up though. So I've got 20% of them in my house. Find somewhere to dump that. Wish this damn cold. A do one. Microsoft use the same shitty MOSFETs for the DD as they do for the power phases. Can you check for E? Yeah, I can do, mate. I'll pull the console back in a second. We shall get that, and we shall put a date just there. But donut or donut. Do you want me to unplug all these before checking for it on the ARM chip, mate? Anything written on that DD? Only one thing, mate, which says 1S. You want me to leave everything plugged in while checking for E? on the ARM chip at 62%, or would you like me to remove the board, then plug it all back in and check while it's all unplugged? No, Jaden, we've not thought of that one yet, mate. Okay, it's the right one. You want to run it as normal with the drive open. Just hold your finger on the chip as it's doing the update. No problemo. We'll just fetch that back in. We'll put that in there. We'll plug that there, and we'll plug that one on. There. Dee, dee, dee. Run that back in. Run that back in. Give it some power. If it doesn't get slightly warm, try a daughter board swap. If it gets super hot, the chip is bad. Yo, Keith. I bought it. Took a look at I bought it, took a look at it, didn't like it, sent it to Chris. Dee 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 dee. Is the little DD motor actually working? I'm not sure. It could still be a disk drive unit issue. Keep that in mind. Well, if we unplug the board and remove the board completely, because you should just be able to just plug that in and run the OSU. So that would initially rule out any other motor issue, would it not? Agreed, Phil, it probably is, but then we're faced with why so many with that specific fail point, same error in a small amount of time. Only common thing is hard drives being changed and OSU. Chris, by swapping the data board without changing the ARM chip, you're changing too many variables. Yeah, I wasn't necessarily meaning swapping it, mate. We wouldn't be able to swap it anyway without swapping the ARM chip. ARM chip's tied to motherboard. What I meant was it were more being a disk drive unit fault than being a board fault. If it's a unit fault, we should be able to run the update with the data board out of a disk drive but plugged into the system. Yeah, I mean, I can change it. It's no biggie. We can change it and we can see what's what. The concern on that for me was if it doesn't fix it, and then you could then either say, well, the ARM chip's either knackered, or you could say it's the wrong disk drive board, or it could be that I may have killed the ARM chip. So surely me removing the ARM chip and replacing it on another board, D for donut or whatever, then if it don't work, surely that's going to have a slight impact as to knowing whether it's something I've done wrong or not. DD mismatch here is a different error on the log. I purposely placed in a different, so on that log that you've got, that you've seen, it had this board plugged in, which is the left log, and then I plugged this one on, and that's the right hand side log on that with the two logs. So that's not really changed any. There's not really been any change on that. Let's so it's spinning the disk up. It's accepting and it's spinning the disk, so surely that rules out a motor issue. Was there any at all? Not that I could feel, mate, no. I couldn't feel anything really getting up. So we can just kill it anyway, can't we? Let's just kill it anyway and see what happens. Yeah, I'd say mechanically fine, mate. Got voltage on the pins in the connector. I don't know, mate. We didn't check that. We didn't check it. Do you want me to check it before we strip it off? Codger thinks he might know what's going on here. One of two scenarios. Go for it, Codger. Kill it dead. Mr. Wayne says you had the same log error with a mismatch board, right? Yep. That's what I was saying. Self and same error with a mismatch board. Purposely placed mismatch board. Which was what I was going to discuss at the beginning. See, that's kind of what made me think it was the wrong disk drive board, because it was the same error. The logs was exactly the same with a purposely placed mismatch board. Seems like a mismatch board. A mismatch drive should include a hex version and a Q readable version of the serial. Yours doesn't, which means the console itself isn't detecting the drive at all. Which is, I'm assuming, would be the ARM chip. It was losing power to the disk drive before 62%. It's not detected. All that means there's either an issue on the board or Southbridge isn't picking it up. But what is the OSU doing at 62%? Kills it. Sees it beforehand. So does that mean could be bad connector on the motherboard? So we're going down route that this drive's good. You're not so noobish anyway, Wayne. Try that daughter board in another console, then read the logs. Which do you want me to try? Do I throw the disk drive into another console? Do we... I mean, the connector for the power is broken, but we did have 12 volts on that. And it still gripped it quite solid. It wasn't loose or anything, so I can't see it being that connector itself. Which are we going for first? The board to the console you're working on. Put that into a non-working console. Right. Okay. Okie dokie, here's one I made earlier. So remove that and we'll plug all these back in just so it's a fair trial. Like that. Let's just drop that back on there. We'll drop that on there. Where have I put the wires? So you want me to install OSU on this? I'm assuming. I don't like assuming because that usually makes me look an ass. So we shall go for I don't think it is. Used OSU several times. So you want me to pull log from this when it errors, yeah? I is guessing that's what y'all want me to do. Thank you, Mr. Wayne's console. We shall have my USB pen drive. Yeah, try installing OSU. It should error out, then you can read the logs. Yeah, no problemo. Give it some power. We'll go for the 3 bleeps. That will tell you if the data board is working. Right. Two and 3. Fire straight into the installation. Those Toshiba USB drives, by the way, suck. They fail too often. It was just some I picked up, mate. If it reads the serial, the board works. If not, the daughter board or chip is bad. Why are the dashboard screens different colours? Why are sometimes the white and sometimes the black? I'm going to send you a couple of 16 gig USB drives. Send me your address. It's alright, mate. If that fails, I can get some more. I have a man for them. I do have another one that failed. I do have a SanDisk 16 gig, and that one don't like working. I see, mate. 50%. With that, I may as well make myself Mr. S. Welcome, mate. I formatted it this morning, mate. I formatted it this morning, George. I tend to download OSU 1 as and when I need it. So sometimes if you've got an older version of OSU1 on the stick than what's required, it'll fail at 1%, I believe. But we know this is going to fail anyway, don't we? Because it's purposely the wrong disk drive. DDD. 60%. So the other interesting thing is let's see where this purposely misplaced disk drive on this board fails at. 62% we are at. We should be restarting now. Sixty-two, and fail. Exactly the same error code. Exactly the same error code. So we've killed power to that. We shall place that in there. We'll plug that same drive into there. I'll slide that onto there and plugs it in there, and we'll switch you guys over to desktop. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Shut that one down. Shut that one down. Shut that one down. Let me just shut that one down. So we want logs, yeah? Yeah, now read the logs. We'll go for log 1. That'll have been a log from me attempting to install it earlier on. Is it throwing a log up? Because that says 0222. Date modified. Oh, I don't know. So that's that one. I do have a copy of the log from earlier on. Which is there. Am I in the correct spot? On the log. Am I in the correct log? I don't know. I can't see chat while it's on the desktop. Switching back to OBS in 5, 4, 3. Just remembered I can't count. That isn't the right log, mate, I don't think. Where's the X dumped? I've got no idea. Doesn't dump an X. Right. So, it don't dump an X. I can't even read chat. Right, so we'll shut that down. There's a sequence. No, not sequence. Ignore that, but there's no readable file there. Certainly not readable by my PC. There's a type 1 font file there. What's that? I can't read that. I can't read that. No in there readable. No in there readable. No in there readable. So, where's it supposed to show me? What? It gives the X value and a readable value in the same file. It's in system support. Well, that's. Is that not where I was originally? System support, ODD, FW, ODP. Ah, there's no dot log. There is no dot log. Should there be a dot log? I'm assuming so. What's chances of it being hidden? Can we still? Probably not. Trash those logs. Trash those logs. Delete. There, then check those files. I really hate YouTube delay. I've just deleted them files. What would you like me to check? Those timestamps and right, go to the root directory. Insert type. Then organize by date. Say that again. I don't do PCs, mate. I do not do PCs. They're not in trash, mate. They're permanently deleted. You should have a search bar in Windows Explorer. Yep. Search System Support G or whatever. You can use asterisk as a wildcard. Right. You can see what I'm doing now. In this. Yo, Danny. No. Idiot. Use wildcards. That means everything. Dot then anything. That's on your end, mate. Quick date modified. Like that. I didn't know if you wanted me to actually search the asterisk, dot asterisk, or whatever you want to call it, star dot star, hash, number key, not number key, not hash either. Plus we're working on a lag. We are working on a lag, on a delay. And I don't do PCs. Where do you want me now? Where do you want me now? Yeah, then see if you can find any log files. So scroll down, yeah. I'm assuming a log file would be a log, would it? Do *log. So delete that. LOG. No items match your search. Open second folder. Open that second folder. I deleted everything now. The log folder was the second one down. Right. Let's go back to that. We've gone back to that. So this one here is the log folder. Yeah? That's the log folder. No man, in a folder. Is that not the folder? Which is where them text files were? Fucking delay. YouTube's gonna demonetize me because, man, you are getting... I've opened it. There's no in it. It's empty. I deleted them 3 files. Yes, no log, do it again. Right. Unplug said damn connector. Plug in said damn. Turn on damn TV. Grab dodgy controller. Switch dodgy controller on. Sync dodgy controller. Dodgy controller synced. Fuck obs for streaming through Studio. Yeah, but then I have to pop my chat out, and I can't do with popping my chat out. Right, console updating. Wrong disk drive board. Deliberately wrong disk drive board. Them logs from earlier, or them text files from earlier, was deleted. Yeah, my PC won't like you remoting while I'm streaming. Not at all. Not at all. And that's me just lighting up my gas soldering iron. Do you want that on screen, mate? If you want it on screen, I can put it on screen. I just have to kill something. Right, let me kill. For now, my video capture device. You can't see what I'm doing. Move them to there. Let's unplug that. Let's take, I think, just disappeared. It shouldn't have been running through there anyway. Is it back? Right. You've got audio back. Capture cards plugged back as it was. Right. Why did my mic not like that HDMI being unplugged? Anyway. Because you can't see no now, can you? So now I've got to plug that back in there. It did reboot, but I don't know if it rebooted because it had reached that point on thing. It's Troubleshoot's back on. I know, mate. I was trying to sort it. Our batteries are built in, mate. Rechargeable, our toys. Right. So, power down. Unplug. Said HDD. I don't need a second monitor, mate. I can use my TV. I just need to remember to order a third capture card. Desktop. Doing a cracking job this week and all sit here being armchair techies, but we know it isn't easy to be like. I don't mind that. Bit of a pain in the ass when things don't go right, but right. So we're back in that. I'd deleted them before. Yeah. Is this that Xbox that sent you? Was that, mate? This is... So we're having an issue with the Xbox that came from Wayne. So the Xbox that I repaired on the last stream, yeah, I'm figuring that, mate. I'm gonna have to start streaming with using it could be the fact that I'm recording it as well. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Is this going to be another Windows 11 disagreement, Wayne? Anyway, so this is the Xbox One S that I fixed on stream last time. It was power on, power off. That's just my gas soldering iron starting again. Have you say? So this was the power on, power off. I've come to installing OSU on it today, this morning, and it didn't work. OSU wouldn't install, failed at 62%, tested 3 hard drives, also used the same operating software on the USB to install OSU 1 on another console, and that worked. This one here we seem to be having a problem with. So yeah, I only get about 36 up, I think. So where are we going from here? Completely new hard drive, well, not new, used hard drive, but it's a completely different hard drive, never been in a Xbox, mate. But we have also used one that's been in an Xbox. Could be the hard drive or USB, Chris. Yes, Wayne. Would it be better if he uses his phone for chat? I think he should blow it up. The delay's not on chat. I don't believe the delay's on chat. Maybe slightly. The delay's more on me when I speak to when you hear what I'm saying to then respond to it. So believe that's how it works. This is a wipe the console completely to factory settings, no users data. I think he should just blast it and blow it up. It's a fresh issue. Oh, I'm loving chat today. I'm loving chat. And now that hard drive is in and working after factory reset, we can see the delay in chat. So there's no log file there. Right. Let me ask you. Is there a log file on one? Does it create a log file on one that works? we can try and put in, we can hook up another hard drive to PC that I installed OSU on earlier. Oh, will that not just not work? Windows 11 is still shit. Oh. I'm gonna trash it. Windows XP all day. No, Windows XP. I'm just out of shot because I'm playing about with my gas soldering iron. Plug the drive into your computer and let me remote increase. Two minutes. I'm just burning something with my soldering iron. No, none those things. But I think right. Who am I sending TeamViewer details to? You can't fill this CPU, won't take it. I've done it before. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's see. Let's watch. Don't let fill in anywhere. TeamViewer. Right, I've double clicked for TeamViewer. TeamViewer's up. Time's running out to get 40% off. Go away, TeamViewer. Discard. And Wayne sent me a message. Yeah, we realised that, mate. Coder, I'm about to send you said details. Coder, you have said details. So I'm now hands-free. Message deleted. Message deleted. What did you time him out for? What have I missed? Hands free. Coder's timed him out, mate. Yo, Josh. Welcome, mate. This is a noob session of PC tutorials. That'll be disc 2. I'm waving my arrow. Yeah, definitely this too, mate. Oh. I don't know. This one is, this 0 is that, yeah. Yeah, this too. You know I'm a noob anyway, Wayne, when it comes to PCs. Desktop. No, it ain't. I may no longer have it. 2 minutes. May no longer have it, mate. Message me on Discord, it'll be 2 days faster. Want who to say Wayne were right all along? Re-download the Xbox One HDD masterboard. That drive is now fully cleaned. I can't even remember where I downloaded it from, mate, previously. In fact, will it still be in? I don't even know. That's just them. Bear tracker. I fix obs. I don't know. It's all gone tits up. It's all gone tits up. I have some wicked. No, you don't, Wayne. Yeah, Danny. Dee, 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 dee. No, I don't, but these birds might just 20 quid anyway, get you a nice 4K monitor. I don't need a 4K monitor, do I? Besides, they can't anyway, because I didn't put my PayPal address back on. If he don't hold it, I just that might be a picture of me, mate. Fuck off, Connor. Oh, mate, you dirty. Right, so that's done then, yeah. Right, so I'm assuming you want me back over there now, yeah? Did that part. Disgusting. Right, so unplug that, or do you want me to drag it over the working files? I'm assuming you still want me to plug it into this one, do you? To see if it pulls a log file. Right, 2 minutes. Yeah, plug it in that one. So this is the one with the purposely mismatched board. Mismatched disk drive, yeah? Yeah. Turn that on. Drop power down. Oh, you could do it on the one you're working on. Give it 5 minutes to catch up. Yeah. Oh, nearly. Right, so you want me to do it on this one, yeah? Right, plug that into there. Plug that into there. Unplug that. Plug that in there. Plug that in there. I'm still going on it, not working. Right, let's make it a little better for you. Stop that Wayne from complaining. No, you fucking retard. No. I need to sort my desk out. Don't know what. HDDs or what. It's not showing on that either. It's got to be showing on one of them. How can it not be showing on one of them? Pain in the ass, I don't know why. How is that not showing on one of them? Right, that goes to there, that goes to there, that's plugged in there. Yeah, that's plugged in there. That's plugged into the HDMI in. Take that and plug that into the HDMI out. Right, turn TV on. It's just all going wrong, isn't it? How is that not displaying? How is that not displaying? I'm gonna lose my temper in a fucking minute. So, have I just brought that then? I might have done. So that capture card might not work now. That capture card might not work. Oh dear. Right. Batteries. What did I do with my batteries? Which ones were good? Which ones were bad? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Resync. Don't resync that. Not that. What have I got on end of that? Right. Screw syncing off. Question is, what did I unplug off of that? Right, start again. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Don't worry, mate. We can see it behind you. Yeah, mate. I just don't know if I hadn't just screwed that capture card up though. It's a pain in the ass. I don't know why Xbox can't just say, "Oh yeah, your drive mismatched," instead of using cryptic error codes. Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. Why they can't just say, "Fuck off, you're not installing it." Yep. We'll give this a go. If this don't work, we'll call it a day. I'll stock up on some capture cards and get shit better sorted. Gonna hit 76%. I did deactivate it, mate. Reactivated it. Unplugged USB cable. Plugged it back in. It didn't work. Nothing worked. %. %. I'll turn that off. I'll turn that off. Make sure there's not much consuming electric. See, I still don't think it'll work. $54. When it fails at 62, I'm ending stream. $58. Yo, Nick. Other than stream mishaps and other bits and pieces like that, mate, not much. $61%. 62% reboot now. And Chris secretly having blue cams. Get ready for it. And it's gone. It's there. I didn't think it was passing. I still say this is a mismatched board. Right, but before I rage quit, let's power it down. Let's kill power. Let's unplug that. Let's plug that back in to there and plug it back into the PC. You guys can stop looking at my ugly mug and stare at ye old desktop. Shut that one down, that one down, that one can go, that one can go, double click in there, and that's all I've got. That's all it's showing me. 0 and sequence. Load that up, and that's all it shows me. Exactly the same as by 4, and if we put it against that one just there, there is nothing different. I still say it's a mismatched drive. Still the same error code. 809100008. It's something to do with how the partitions are laid out. Where would it tell us if it were mismatched? Send it to me, pretty please. I'll pay postage and you can have it back when I'm done. If I sent it back to Wayne would be able to test it with other drives he's got. So it would have log files in the logs. It would have log files in the logs. That's not creating the log files. It's not getting to that stage. Yo, dreams. Pretty sure E100 with ending 008 is mismatched board. Do you have a new drive to try? I've got an SSD. I was trying SSD before I got Do you want me to try the SSD before we go? Right. Plug that in there. Hook it up to PC. New volume E is already empty. Plug that on there, power to there, there, and there. And we'll do this like this. We'll do that like that, and we'll just see if it'll install. It's counting up. It's counting up, which means it's installing. So we shall give it a go. Yeah, 960 gig, mate. Anything on the console that needs keeping? Nope. Not a thing, mate. If this don't work, we could always try posting it through Windows and see if that works. That's a proper gamer style rage quit. Well, I might want to swap the bottom housing first because that'll come in handy for something else. It's still gonna fail. Are we taking odds? Is we counting? Is we having bets? No, we probably shouldn't have bets. We shouldn't gamble on the tube. And it's shot by Bosch. Evening, buddy. Do it, post it, let the wind make it fly, like Mary Poppins. I still say it's mismatch. It's got to be a mismatch. It's got to be. Same error code as a deliberate mismatch. And surely it'd be a different error code. One would have thought. Anyone want to sell me a box of full? I don't have box full, mate. It's Southbridge, so it fault. Right. So Wayne says it's Southbridge. No. Wayne says it's Southbridge. I reckon it's mismatch board. So what's required on the mismatch swap over? NAND, is it? APU and the ARM chip. So we must be rebooting here. Right. So the logs are picking the drive up dreams. Not even to communicate on mismatch. Right. Kill power to that. What is this you've just sent me, Wayne? All right, I see. So what you're saying is that if it was an unmatched drive, so right, the logs aren't writing at all. So according to the link that Wayne's just sent me, an unmatching drive, according to this, states at that point their drive is unlocked. States NV key is not programmed. And that's with a few other bits and pieces. And that's with a right, so right, let's unplug this. let's plug this SSD back in the PC. One more, come on, pop up. There we go. So this still states 0222. And apparently that's the log, according to this link. Don't switch audio device. Wait, that one there. Drop that down there. So 1S should be codename monitor it, which we have there. Successful upgrade would have shown this information. An example of an E100 error states it shows that information, which is identical to that, and an unmatching drive would show that information. According to that, let me knock that down. And it'd also state there, cannot get pair status or drive is not paired. But it can't show it if it doesn't see it, which means if it's not seeing it, it's got to be a Southbridge fault, has it not? But then Southbridge is replaceable. So what does the talking between the board and daughter board? What handles the communication? Southbridge. The Southbridge should handle all communication. Should it not? Here's something Here's something. Could you try a different set of lead? I have done, mate. I've tried 3 throughout the course of the day. I've tried 3, mate. Used 3 different cables. So so I think do we revisit? Do we want to revisit? Do we really want to revisit? I've screwed it all in, so I'm not really going to say much now, because I assumed I made an arse of myself, and I assumed it was gonna be fine. I stand firmly by OSU is killing Southbridge. If it was a one-off, I would agree, but it's been happening a lot. Yeah, I don't think I'll replace it today. I think I'll probably revisit, mate, and we'll have a look at replacing it. I would dispart clean, wipe to factory settings, and then run the update. If that didn't work, send it back to Wayne as a no fix lol. We've tried dispart. We've tried completely cleaning an hard drive. We've tested 3 hard drives, 1 SSD. I just can't see it being as unlucky as all of them being completely knackered. So we'll do a revisit on it, and when we revisit we'll test. I wouldn't really know what to test for on Southbridge, but we'll check around the Southbridge, I suppose. Check somewhere else as well. Hey, other than the power connection, SATA connection looks okay. So other than the power connection, it's which I can't see it being that. Swap the arm to another daughter board to roll out unknown daughter board issues. Yeah, we can maybe do that. Yeah, that's a fair point. I did try a mismatched board, and it made no difference to that log. It was the self and same. So I think what we'll do is we'll leave it for today. Been on 3 hours 17 minutes, which is long enough, I think. We'll do a revisit on it, and we'll attempt to replace the south bridge and see if that makes any difference whatsoever. I've not on an Xbox, I haven't, no mate. Not on an Xbox. In fact, to be fair, I probably haven't even done one on the PlayStation 4. I've reballed one for the PlayStation 4, which was for Mr. S. Find it, fix it, Philip it. So that's what we'll go for. In the meantime, I'll try and get my capture cards set back up, and I'll also get another one ordered, and then you can see on the full screen don't want a 3 days on one for me. No, we'll get a go, mate. We'll get a go. I don't mind. It'll be interesting to see if it is indeed the south bridge. It will be interesting to see. I don't know if I can do the south bridge with the Atom though, which might be more the problem for me. Because if I can, and it requires the use of my reball machine, I don't have that set up either. Not ready to reball the or remove the ICs from this. I don't have profiles set yet on that. So we'll have another look. Maybe next weekend. I did have another board to look at for another gentleman on Tuesday, but I'm on a funeral. I think I finish early afternoon, so hopefully I'll be streaming on that Tuesday afternoon. So which chips on the mobile are married to the daughter board, Wayne? Do you want Wayne to answer that or me? Somebody know, Phil? I went at one on Thursday, mate. Southbridge isn't tied. Southbridge isn't married. Southbridge can be changed. Ba-ba-dum-bum. I want to show me NAND, APU, and just the ARM chip were married. Was a showman. Yo, Nigel. yeah. So APU, NAND or secondary RAM, and the ARM chip. So anyway, we'll revisit this one. We'll no, I'm not trying to reflow APU. No, I'd have to kill boards first. I'd have to kill boards before touching or going anywhere near APU. So we'll revisit this. We'll pull Southbridge off. We'll pull one from a donor, and just to be sure I don't kill the one from a donor, I'll eat from below and we'll pull it that way. It'll be a donor board, so the board itself won't matter to me. So we'll pull Southbridge off. We'll replace the Southbridge with another. I mean, it could just be that we could just get away with a reflow on the Southbridge, maybe. I don't know. We can try either. Next time on stream, we'll go for whatever. We'll book it in for next Saturday. And we'll see how we go. So, till next time, have fun, guys. Look after yourselves. And don't forget to join next weekend. Hit the like, don't forget to hit the like either. I always forget that bit. And sub if you're not subbed. I always forget that bit. Later, guys.